Hi guys. Okay, so I have a question for Ken Kratz. So Ken, you are now, I guess, a defense attorney, and I know that you've said that the one thing that you regret about the trial with Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey and all that is the press conference. Now, I think we all feel like there was no way that either of them would be able to get a fair trial because the jury pool was tainted. Everyone's opinions of them was tainted because of that. And I know that that's probably not your reason for why you regret that. I think that you regret that because all of the things that you said in it, you couldn't prove later. You know that there was no evidence to actually prove any of those things that you claimed in that press conference. Any of those things that you said we would be seeing in the trial. The confession, once that was released and people saw that, how obvious it was that it was, information was fed to Brendan. All the information that was supposed to be withheld from the public and withheld from anyone else other than law enforcement and the killer, things that only the killer and law enforcement would know, was fed to him. There's video proof of that, of every single one of those things being fed to Brendan. That it's obvious that his confession was coerced, it's false confession, and he really didn't know. Now, here's my question to you. Being a defense attorney now, if someone on the prosecution had a press conference and said the things like you said about their client on the media, all over the news, what would you do? What would you do? Because I think that your answer is pretty important. I know that you can't possibly feel like that was the right thing to do. Even if you did have all of that evidence, and you know, because you watched the videos, that confession was real, you still couldn't feel like your client is getting a fair trial. You know, as a prosecutor, that they're not going to get a fair trial because of the things that you say. Whether all those things were actually true or not, which even makes it worse because they all turned out to not be true. So I just wonder, what would you do if someone did that to you and your client? What would you do? And I want to encourage you to do the right thing. Stop being the most hated man in the world right now. And stop spreading lies. I mean, I think you know by now, at least I hope you do, that most of us are not backwoods hillbilly people who don't have a clue what's happening. We've all read the court documents now. They are released, the public has them, the public's reading them, the public understands them, and they're talking about them, and we all know it's not just some little small town Manitowoc. Nobody's gonna give a shit. Nobody's ever gonna know. You can say whatever you want because now we all see more than what the jury was allowed to see. So you can't claim that we don't know what we're talking about. I think we all know more than you think we do. And hopefully by now you realize this. And I just don't understand why you continue to, this book you want to write where, the conference that you wanted to go hold and share some information that only the jury had, that wasn't made public, that we don't know, that wasn't in Making a Murderer. We're not stupid. I was going to be one of the people there protesting that ridiculousness. Probably very smart move canceling that thing. Whoever made that happen, smart person. Because I guarantee there would have been more people standing outside protesting it than would have been inside on your side. Any of the people that in there would have been there to ask you these questions, to challenge you. And, you know, I just want you to, you know, your book and talking about all these things that you claim to have, to know that only the jury got to see, that we didn't see in the movie, things like that. Stop it. We all know better, so stop acting like we're stupid. Anyway, that's really all I want to say to you. You have a chance to turn it around. You can still change something. You can still help in some way to stop spreading all of these lies and all this misinformation. If you wanted to, you could turn it around and stop being so hated. And, you know, I'll tell you, I will be right there standing behind you the moment that you're ready to come forward and say, okay, this is the truth. They really were innocent, and we just needed to convict them for whatever reason. I don't care what reason. I don't care if you even tell a reason. I don't care if you tell who did what and why you did it. I don't care. Just come forward and say they're innocent. I don't believe that they're guilty. You know, we all know that you pulled your tricks, and you did a very good job. You did. You did a great job at controlling Willis and tying the hands of Dean and Jerry. You did a very good job at it. So I'm sure that, you know, if you wanted to, you could also do a very good job at undoing that mess that you made, helping to undo it. And I know we don't need you to, because Zellner's going to take care of it, but do you care what people think about you? I mean, do you want to be that guy that is always known as that guy who put away this kid, this innocent kid, and this man for the second time that were innocent? Come forward and help them. That's all I can say. Because they're going to be exonerated, and you're going to look even worse than you already do. I hate to tell you that more people are going to hate you than already do. The backlash for you is going to be even worse than it has been. As soon as they're exonerated, that's when the shit's going to start, I guarantee it. So just, you know, I'm just trying to help you, man. I struggle, and I have a hard time anytime I see you talking, anytime I, you know, go back and watch a little bit of the documentary or watch any videos or interviews with you. I struggle so hard with, why are you doing this? And you have to know, hopefully now that you're thinking clearly, that you're not helping yourself. I don't know. And you know, I'm sure that those close to you are probably not going to give you this piece of advice, because they just want to be your little sheeple and follow you around and say, oh, you did a good job, you know. No. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not your friend. I will tell you the truth. But I'll be there. Like I said, I will stand right beside you, right behind you. If you want to come, focus. If you want to come out and try to change it and turn it all around, I mean, I will support you. I will. Someone that's trying to do the right thing, I don't care who you are, I will support you. But right now, while you're not doing the right thing, I don't support you. I am against you. I have a very bad opinion of you, obviously. I have no respect for you. But if I can change that, others can too. And it's up to you. So hopefully you'll listen. I'm sure that you won't. But, maybe one of your sheeple will bring you this video and show you. I'm not screaming at you. I'm not calling you names. I'm not interested in drama and all that noise. I just want to do whatever needs to be done, whatever can be done to help the guys. Innocent people not have to spend another day in prison where they don't belong. It's not right, and you know that. So come on, say something.